There we go. Recording now, live from Binsgarth, Manitoba. So I'm going to start team calls from now on. Okay, so originally the Summit Surge was on Carl Deichler's, or supposed to be on the 411 page, got moved to Carl Deichler's page, but they talked with Chris Downing. He let out some awesome news. They talked to some of the coaches. They talked about Team Cup that is starting next month. And probably the biggest thing that I'm going to share with you guys is one of our takeaways, and also why I asked for your email addresses yesterday for our Shift Shop group, is because I wasn't going to run the Challenge Tracker app because I'm just like, I find people will fade out from one or the other, and I wanted to make this as like group as possible. But I think this is what's going to be so exciting is we have there we go. We have on the Tracker app, Carl every Sunday is giving away $100 if you add your Tracker app to social media, hashtagging, Shift Shop, and I think it's like week 1 or something like that. He'll post up the actual hashtags of what it's going to be. But if you post your Challenge Tracker, a screenshot of your Challenge Tracker app on your social media with your 6 workouts and your 7 shakes, you'll be named or put into the draw to win $100 from him. That'll be in the first week, the second week, and the third week. And the very last week, he is also going to be giving away, I think it's 10 people for $100. And the final, the final week, he is giving 20 people $1,000. And you don't have to make a crazy video or anything ridiculous. You just have to post your Tracker app in social media, which is going to be awesome and exciting. And if you guys are like, I'd never win that, so I'm not going to post it. We know quite a few girls on our team who have won stuff like through kind of Carl's stuff. Nicole Zacharias has won a bunch of stuff. Morgan Rieger won $1,000 for one of her videos in Court of Force. So that was just the recent one that came. But yeah, that's what you guys kind of big and exciting. So after this team call, I'm going to type all your guys' email addresses into the Tracker app. And from there, you guys are responsible of adding your coaches into the Tracker app. We have I think it's 50 people in our group right now, which is mind-blowing. So you guys are going to be responsible for you guys are going to be responsible for adding your own people in, because I just got too much going on, you guys. So we are going to get into the meat and potatoes of today's call. I could talk about so many things today, and I wasn't sure where I was going to go. And this is my original topic, but I wasn't sure where I was going to go with it, but I'm just going to share it as it is. And some of you came to the Ignite event before Summit, and some of you weren't able to come to Summit, but that's a beautiful part about it, is because we get to share all this awesome information with you guys. So Ignite was done by one of the coaches who actually lives in Winnipeg. He is the top coach in Canada, and he put this amazing event on with basically all the Bombshell Dynasty queens and kings and stuff like that. And basically, Bombshell Dynasty is one of the most successful teams in Beachbody history, and they've developed basically all the top 20 coaches, which is absolutely mind-blowing and super exciting. So in this team call, I'm going to be talking about sacrifice, grit, and belief. So for those of you who joined me, Mac and Jen, you guys kind of know this, and a little bit of a refresher. But this is from Jamie Fitzpatrick, which I was very excited to listen to him. He is number 6 in the company, and a dude, which is awesome. And his wife is also a 5-star elite coach as well. So I wanted to share a little bit of what they shared with us, essentially. So what I want you guys to do is we're going to create your reality by choosing your future. So a lot of us sit back in this business, and I definitely have been. I've been waiting for people and this business to happen to me, and I'm not making it happen for me. So I'm not taking the action. I'm just kind of relaxing. And that's what it means when you guys need to choose your future. Are you guys going to say you're a business coach, but not make it non-negotiable to hit Success Club 5? And you need to decipher that for yourself and for your business. So we're going to chat about sacrifice and kind of what sacrifice really means. And sacrifice to some of us might mean that, you know what, we're putting away the Netflix, or we're putting away YouTubes and kind of stuff like that. Or, you know what, like tonight I'm supposed to go fishing with Nick and his friend. But looking at all the stuff that I want to do this week that hasn't happened yet this week, I'm probably not going to go fishing tonight unless I have like a miracle afternoon. But you have to find those little time frames that you have to sacrifice for yourself, for your business, for what's going to make you feel good. So even if that's at a family event and putting, saying, hey guys, I need to peace out for half an hour because you need to do invites, or you're going to go crush out 22-minute hardcore before everybody wakes up in the morning, something like that. But one of the biggest things that hit me about sacrifice is do the stuff that requires no talent. And Jamie Fitzpatrick said that he is not talented. He is a top coach, but there is nothing special between him and us. Absolutely nothing. And he said the only thing is that he doesn't, I lost my notes here, guys. There we go. But whatever he doesn't do things that require talent. He said, I send my invites. That does not require talent. He's like, that requires a copy and paste button. And like your personal development, guys, if you guys have woke up already this morning and got your personal development in, or you're planning on doing it at a later time frame, that doesn't require talent. That just requires you actually freaking doing it. And your shake, your workout, your social media, talking to people, that doesn't require any special talent. All that requires is you guys actually doing the action of it. So when you guys think of sacrifice, there's like a lot of people who have crazy hard jobs in our world, and I can go into them, but a lot of people have very, very difficult jobs. And I want you to like just take a step back out of like your coaching position for a second. And I want you to think, does sending 3 invites today actually seem hard? In the grand scheme of things, is sending 3 invites really that hard? No, it's not going to take you 15 hours. It's not like I'm asking you to write like a 30-page summary of you sending an invite. Sending 3 invites, connecting to 3 people today is not hard. It doesn't require talent. Talking to someone about the opportunity, is that actually hard? No, I mean, it's kind of scary. And sometimes you're like, I don't know if I can like actually talk to them or anything like that. But guys, it's not hard. We just put it in our mind and put it up there like, oh, this is going to be terrifying. No, it's not. Take a step back, realize what's hard, what's difficult in your life, and talking to somebody about an opportunity that has actually made you so much better, and something that has helped your health, helped your mental health, something that's brought some sort of joy, I'm hoping, to you. Share that with someone. Share that with your best friend. Share that with that girl on your old volleyball team that you remember from back in the day. Like, those little bits and pieces, it's not hard, you guys. So that's something that I want you guys to realize. And I want you guys not to worry that it's okay when we have periods of imbalance in our job, but still do the things that require no talent. So for myself, especially being in this business for now a year, I have seen the ups and some of the downs, and I know for sure more downs are coming, but I know more ups are coming. And I remember that my business at the end of last year was just climbing and climbing and climbing. And I was like, oh my God, we're doing this. This is freaking unreal. And I was so pumped. And then at the drop of the hat, I think it was April came, and February, March, that's when it was. March and April, just like no ghosts. Our team was absolute ghosts, you guys. Nobody was to be found. And I was like, what happened? And then I started looking at myself, and then I started going down and down and down. And that's where you see those periods of imbalance, but you learn from those, and you learn how to grow and how to get yourself out of those. And the thing that was really cool for myself is, if I would have seen things going downhill 2 years ago, before I was in this business, before I knew personal development, before I knew the workouts, before I knew the support and friendships that I have in this business, I probably would have like tossed in the towel, you guys. Like, that's how crazy and powerful and strong this business is you're going to see the ups, you're going to see the downs in this business. But that's okay. Everybody does. The top coaches do. Melanie Mitro, who got the award for top coach, right now, today, she's not top coach. I think a girl who is in like 18th is currently the top coach of the business. So like, that's things that like, they're just because they're at the top doesn't mean they stay at the top. And that's something that you guys need to see, is that our business is full of these lovely waves, but just ride with it and sacrifice your time and sacrifice what you want to do and set those non-negotiables with yourself to really escalate and put your business up. Another one that kind of goes hand in hand with this, guys, is belief. For some of you coaches who are at Summit, raise your hand if you believe that you could be sitting on the floor next year. So for those of you who don't know, they have all the coaches sit in the stadium. Okay, so we're all sitting, like most of you all know probably the Keystone Center. So we're all sitting in the bowl. And then the 2-star coaches, the millionaire coaches, the 5-star coaches, top 10 coaches, like all of very successful coaches, they get to sit on the floor because they get to go on stage. So that's something you have to believe, that like you are going to be sitting on the floor next year. You need to believe that you're walking across that stage next year and being recognized because you're a 2-star coach, or you believe that you are hitting that diamond bonus that they just released, right? Like, you guys need to actually freaking believe it. And that is something that you will find in your business. If you are sitting back and like, yeah, okay, like I'll hit diamond. Nah, sorry, it's not going to work. I did that for like 9 months, you guys. I was like, yeah, like I'll hit diamond, whatever. And literally the day that I decided and made the decision to like believe in myself, and was like, before I even hit diamond, I told people I was a diamond coach, right? Like, you have to manifest that. You have to act like a diamond coach when you guys are sending invites. You have to talk on your social media like you are a diamond coach. For those of you wanting to hit emerald, start talking like you're a diamond coach. Start growing your business that way. Does a diamond coach hit Success Club? Hell yeah, they do. They have to. If you're an emerald coach and you're shooting yourself up, you have to go, right? Yeah, see, I tricked the crap out of her. She thought I was a diamond. Hell no. So that's something that you guys need to like start tricking people, and they'll end up, people will believe in you, and you start believing in yourself, and then you start doing the actions that level up to whatever that rank is. So start believing yourself. Start believing, I can be on that stage. I can be a diamond coach. I can be a top 10 leader. I can win Team Cup. I can hit Success Club 20, right? Start saying those things to yourself. Start writing those things out. The things that matter to you in this business, the things that you guys want to be able to share, to grow. And one of those big goals that you guys have, maybe that's earning $500 next week. Say to yourself, I can earn $500 in a week, and sit there and figure out, what does that mean? That means that you're selling like 6 challenge packs. Boom, Success Club 12, 1 week, 6 people. That's it. That's it, you guys. So find that goal, have strong belief in it, and then start to build your way from that. And the last one that goes, of course, hand in hand into this is grit. Redefine what hard work is. Your invites are not hard work. Your personal development is not hard work. Your vital behaviors are not hard work. Your job is pretty damn easy, you guys. When we sit and look at it, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and there is 9 of us on a team call right now. Like, you guys are not out at your job. Maybe you're back from your job. Maybe you worked a night shift, or maybe you, maybe you're going to work for the next 20 hours, whatever it is. Like, you guys can be going somewhere, but guys, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and this is the first time we've had more than 2 people on a team call in about 4 freaking months. What? P.S. I'm definitely changing our team call time because apparently everyone's early birds. But guys, our job isn't hard. We're hanging out. We're on a freaking Zoom call right now talking about, hey, you know what? You should reconnect with that old baseball coach you had before. Or, hey, you should go, remember that girl you went to high school with that you haven't talked to in a few years? Frick, go creep her Facebook profile. Ask her how she's doing. And you always kind of thought, she'd probably like this. Go talk to her. That is our freaking job, you guys. It's not hard. It's not anything that's terrifying. Ooh, we scared one off. It's nothing terrifying, but that's what you guys need to do. Stop making it so hard on yourself. If you guys want to, you can make your entire day into an hour for Beachbody. Meaning you can make a shake, you can get your 30-minute workout in. Actually, next week for probably all of us is a 25-minute workout, so I just saved you 5 minutes. So add that extra 5 minutes to 20 minutes on your personal development. And then spend the last 15 minutes, you guys, sending an invite to 10 people, reconnecting with 5 people, adding 5 people on social media. Then go and check into your challenge group. Check into our team call or team page. Guys, if you don't waste time by scrolling through the news feed and you actually write down the names of the people that you want to do or the tasks that you want to do throughout that day, you can be done your job within an hour. And I think probably the best motivation for that is our upline coach. I know for you guys on your thing, it says that Virginia is your upline. For myself, it's Jen and then it's Morgan. I don't think it's Morgan anymore since Jen is Star Diamond, but I still am right under Morgan, as are you guys. So you guys might even be attached to a lot of the Limitless pages. And if you guys aren't, that's okay. But Morgan Rieger, who is kind of our grandmother to our team, she built a 6-figure business in 1 year by working 1 hour every day. Does that just freaking blow your mind? We sit here and try to stretch our Beachbody job into 10 hours and little bits and pieces, which is totally fine. And when you can work it, work it. But she woke up and started her job from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. before she had to drive to be a teacher. She did all of her invites, her challenge posts, and everything like that, checked in and sent links to people between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. for an entire year. After that year was done, she retired from teaching and became a Beachbody coach, full-time Beachbody coach. It's possible, you guys. And after Summit and this year it just really clicked for me. Last year I came home from Summit and I was throwing everything everywhere. I was oh my God, I'm so excited because it was the coolest experience ever. And this year I'm holy shit, I'm going to go do it. That's the difference between, I think, last year and this year. I sat on the plane this year, besides taking like one nap because it was beyond necessary. We were up at like 3 a.m. But I wrote out all of my notes from Summit. I've made, guys, we have 10 calls, 10 team calls already listed out on this piece of paper. So expect to be seeing me a lot more. But I have all of these team calls, plus like these team calls that we got, plus other ideas that I need to start teaching you guys. And they might not even be in team calls anymore. They might just be in live videos explaining what the heck the leadership ladder is. Because I heard a lot of coaches are like, hey, we've heard about it, but like, how does it help your business? And I figured when I got onto the leadership ladder, how much that changed my business. How we can help you guys hit ranks, why it's important to hit ranks, why it's important to climb this leadership ladder, and what is going to be important for your business. So I'm sure we're probably going to run out of time because that's usually what always happens. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I want you to write down, if you have your piece of paper with you, I want you to write down, we have, what is it? Today's the 20th. Oh my God, you guys, it's 6 months until I'm like 26. But I want you, I want you guys to take like 30 seconds, and you have 11 days left in this month. I want you to write down 3 non-negotiable goals that you will do for this month. And if you guys even want to, write them in the chat if I can't like see your faces because you're all laying in bed right now and have bedhead. Yes, I've been in team calls in the morning and didn't shower. Or you guys are at work and trying to be super stealthy. But non-negotiable goals, write them down, whether that's non-negotiable signing up 3 coaches, non-negotiable hitting Success Club 5, non-negotiable like I'm winning that stinking t-shirt, because that's what you get for Success Club 5, you guys, is like a super cute tank top. I don't have mine here, it's upstairs, but I want you guys to write down those 3 non-negotiable goals, and once you've done all 3, I want you to write in the comments at least one of them that is non-negotiable that I can hold you accountable to for the end of this month. And I'm going to sit here and drink my coffee. Actually, it's tea. Do. One coach at Emerald. Do. Leland is Emerald with 2 active coaches. Ooh, I like the positive affirmation, or like the affirmation Sam tossed in there. Leland is Emerald, and she is hitting Success Club tank. I saw the word tank when I was saying 10. So you're hitting Success Club tank. That's what we should do. Oh, idea. Guys, this is going to blow up on the team page as soon as this is done. Success Club tank. Ooh, this could be like a new monthly challenge. I could buy new shirts. Okay, there's like 9 of you guys on this call. Right. 1, 2. Sarah, non-negotiable hitting Success Club 5. Boom. Love it. I'm trying to think of what my goal is. 2. Boom. Success Club 15. I think I'm sitting at like, I've had like 3 people who are just like hanging out with links. So that's kind of annoying. But we will hit Success Club 15 regardless of these people. So what I want to do right now, guys, is because we're holding you all accountable with our goals and everything like that, I will be adding everybody into our group, the Challenge Tracker app. Remember that you are responsible to add your own little people in. And if you are unsure if you've added those people in or not, what I do is as I'm going through the emails, I like their email as soon as I've added their email into the My Challenge Tracker app. So for those of you who are like, oh, I've never used the My Challenge Tracker app before, how do I do this? You are going to go to My Coach, or I think it's My Tracker portal or something like that. Yeah. So I'll post the link in the team page, so you guys just follow that. And when I make you an admin, you'll be able to sign in there and start adding people into the Shift challenge group. Okay. I'm not really sure how it works, but you guys will copy and paste their email addresses in and invite your people. Okay. If you guys are very unsure of how to work the app or how to invite people, we have this awesome resource called YouTube, and you guys can definitely check that out, and it'll help you guys a lot. So I'm going to open it up. You guys can unmute yourselves. I would love for you guys to ask any questions regarding Summit, regarding Success Club, regarding like absolutely any questions that you currently have in your business that we can help you with before we like run out of time, because guys, I'm shocked that we haven't run out of time yet. Watch, I probably like upgraded this thing and paying like $80 a month or something ridiculous, which would be bonus for us. But nobody has any questions? Anybody like who is shooting for Emerald this month? Anybody? Woo! Yeah. Love it, Sarah. Okay, questions? I saw someone muting. People just want me to stop talking.
I feel like, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I feel like I have so many people who are like hanging out with links, and I'm like talking to like 10 people every day, and I'm still not getting anywhere. And I just don't know what else to do, and I don't want to bug them.
For sure.
Like talk lots and like build all these relationships, and I have these amazing conversations, but now I'm having like 2 months of amazing conversations.
Yeah, definitely. And they have links already and stuff like that? Like you're just waiting for them to...
Yeah.
Okay, so my tip for you guys is, because I always used to be the same thing. Like I'd be like, you get a link, everybody gets a link kind of thing.
Yeah.
And what I do now is, because people get super excited, and I say, regardless, I don't even know where they are, I'll be like, if you're at work right now, send me a message tonight when you are available with your credit card, and I will send you the link. Or else I'll usually tell people like, hey, you have to put a sense of urgency behind it as well, and being like, hey, you know what? We have only 3 spots left, and I have 2 people who are signing up right now. Here's your link. Go for it. And those people who have their links, remember, like, life gets in the way. You guys know that you guys message me and then I don't respond for about 4 days. And sometimes it's because I forgot, and other times because I want you to use other resources. But a lot of it is because I forgot. And someone gets a link, and then like their kid walks down the steps or something like that, or their husband comes home and he has like a ton of problems that he has to deal with, right? So don't be afraid to message people, because if they've had those awesome conversations with you, they're interested and they want this in life, right? Like they want to do this. So be like, hey girl, how are you? I remember, and go back to like their goal or something like that. Ask what their goal was, or reinforce their goal and be like, hey, I really wanted to help you become more confident in our challenge group, and our challenge group's already on fire, and I would love for you to be a part of this. And kind of just set that sense of urgency that way. Oh. Sorry, Mac, I had to mute you. You were like typing away. Does that help a little bit, Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
Beautiful. No worries. I think we attract a lot of Sarahs and Jens to our team page, clearly.
Sometimes too, if people have back, I'll just be honest, be like, hey, like, sorry if I'm like, I don't want to bug you, but just checking in if you had a chance to register. Our group starts up on Monday. Just want to make sure that I have your spot saved. Or I'll be like, hey, I have a spot saved for you. Are you still signing up? We have a wait list and I might give it away. I don't know, just make something up sometimes, just to like put that sense of urgency. That's like, hey, you were interested and I'm still thinking of you, but I need to know ASAP.
Definitely. Yeah. Like, and I've had like people like, I'll post on social media and be like, hey, I have 10 spots left. And I'll talk to people and be like, boom, I got 3 spots left. They're like, you just posted 3 minutes ago that you had 10 spots left. And I was like, people want it. And they're like, shit. Like, that's how they get into it. Sarah, you were unmuted. I didn't know if you had something to ask. Someone sent me a big question this morning too that I haven't read either. Maybe no. I don't know. Anybody have any other questions? No, we all good in the
I'm just trying to figure this out right now. I have never Zoomed before yet.
Yay!
So confusing. I'm just having a really hard time on like picking who to invite. Like, I think that's the only thing I need to do. Like, it was kind of embarrassing. I posted that I was going to do a challenge group. Obviously didn't invite anyone, so I don't know what I was expecting. So I got obviously 0 people. Shocker. So I just like, how do you guys kind of pick, like, when you're just starting out? Like, there's people like I haven't talked to for like 8 years. Like, do you go with them, like the ones you graduated with, or like, how do you not necessarily like offend someone that like you want them to join Beachbody? Like, how do you make it more positive and not just about like the losing weight aspect?
My first, no, to this day, I invite anybody and everybody. If they have a Facebook account and we are friends, like, I'm sending them an invite. I'm also, see, Mac does like actual legit things, funnel systems. I have my pieces of paper here for my funnel system. Beachbody funnel systems. They're blank, obviously. But what I would do is write down, and everybody can do this today, honestly, is write down a list of 30 people. Go into your Coach Online office and go to the contact. It's like the mind jumbler kind of thing. It gets people thinking of what to do. But write down a list of 30 people, regardless if you talked to them in the last 10 years or people that you've just like thought of and be like, hey, they would probably like this. Send them a message. And when you guys send them a message, just be like, hey, I was thinking about you. I think you would love to try this. Or reconnect with them. Go creep their Facebook. See if like they just had a baby, or like, shit, maybe they announced that they're pregnant, because they're probably not going to want to join anymore. That's happened to me a few times. But write down those 30 people. Start from the top. And like, first off, go and like 3 photos on either their Instagram page or their Facebook page, or comment on something, right? So that you're kind of like showing up and they're like, oh shit, Brittany came out of the woodworks. And then like comment on their dress or something like that, or whatever it is. And then send them a message. And honestly, guys, like, a lot of people are like, build the relationship first and all this wonderful jazz, which you must do so you're not spamming people. But if they are people that you've talked to for a while, or that you know, like, guys, the amount of like invites that I send out that I'm like, boom, hey, want to join my challenge group and stuff like that, I get way more traction with that kind of stuff than I do. I'm like the opposite of all coaches. The months that I was hitting over Success Club 20, like, I would just send out, I'd have my list of people. And I think a lot of, because I knew those people on the list, they were okay with it, kind of thing. But make your invite personable. Don't make it seem like it's like, hey, I've added you into my Lip Sense group, buy some lipstick. Like, no. So make sure that you guys make it personable, talk to the person, but yeah, reconnect with them, like their photos on Facebook. Like their stuff on Facebook, talk to them and be like, hey, I really enjoyed this. Do you want to come and join me? And then that's what's going to happen. There's a ton of awesome YouTube videos about inviting, and there's going to be awesome, like literally hundreds of thousands of videos about inviting, guys. So go on YouTube, find a coach or a video that you like, and get some tips from them, how to talk to people, okay? And think of how you would want to be invited, because they're your friends, and they're probably quite similar to you.
Something I did this time too, I just said like, hey, Beachbody on, or like, I'd say like a little intro, and then I would say Beachbody on Demand. That's what I've been using for workouts the last year. They have a whole new program coming out, and I'm super excited to try it out. I want to put together a group of girls to try it out with me. Not sure if it's something you'd be interested in, but the more the merrier. Like, I want to create positive energy to keep myself on track and whatever. Like, so I make it sound like it's not like you need to lose weight and join me. It's more like, I want to try this and I want people to try it.
Yeah, always compliment them.
Yeah.
Be like, boom, I thought of you and I think this would be amazing. They're like, ooh. Okay, we have less than a minute left. We need to get an awesome team picture. So those of you guys who are like already laying in your bed in your pajamas, probably naked, and video yourself and cover yourself up. See, look, she's sitting on her couch looking beautiful. What a bum. Guys, I've looked horrendous on team calls before. Okay, we have to smile because obviously, or like make a funny face. Ooh, guys, we're boomeranging it really quickly. In 3, 2, 1, boomerang. Oh, it didn't work. Keep boomeranging. That's hilarious. Okay, you guys. I'm going to take one picture just because we have 9 people in the first time in like forever. So, smile. I guess I could probably just take screenshots. But anyways, okay. I'll be on the team page in like 30 seconds, dropping some bombs. If you guys are wondering about inviting, Success Club, all that stuff, go hit up YouTube today. Spend half an hour on YouTube when you are walking today, when you are doing your dishes, sitting on a couch and you're watching Netflix. Toss off Netflix and put on YouTube and watch a training video. Okay? As soon as you've watched a training video on whatever you are trying to learn about, put it on our team page. All right? Have a beautiful day. Remember, sacrifice, grit, and freaking believe in yourself because you guys can kill it. You can rock it, and you're all beautiful. And I think I'm loving this like 9 a.m. Monday calls, or 9 a.m. calls. I think it's Monday. It's not. Anyways, love you guys. We will chat soon. Have an awesome day. Bye.